previous years, it would have won it the year before and possibly the year before that, the 84 points. You know, so it was just one of those things where the standard, like with Liverpool and Everton going well as well,
two excellent sides,
was very, very good.
I mean, you talk about going for the cups as well. I think what people maybe don't realise now is the number of games that you guys played. It wouldn't be sort of 30 a season. I mean, you played all 42, didn't you? That season, all 42 league games.
Yes.
And so did you. And I know Mark Ward did. Frank, you had this playboy reputation. You played 41 league games that season.
I only missed one, Jeff, because I was in Australia with the Scotland team.
Yeah.
I was in Australia, and Georgie Paris went up front that week with Tony.
Yeah, we played him in the hole.
Yeah,
we had to make a bigger hole for George, but we played him in the hole.
But it was I was in Australia with the Scotland team, and it came back that West Ham had won, Georgie Paris had scored. So I arrived back on a Saturday morning, and I arrived back at 10:30. By the time I get through, it was 11:30 or something. And I phoned John and I says, "Where are you?" And he says, "We're at the hotel. It's just go home, take a day off." There was not one of the squad for the Scotland team played, and I said, "No, I want to play." And he couldn't believe it. He says, "Come to the hotel." So I went to the hotel, and wherever it is, and I said, "I want to play." I mean, I never had a problem staying up, Jeff, so that wasn't my problem.
So you played?
Yeah, I played. Played in the
Came straight back from Australia.
Scored the goal with 1-0 QPR.
Yeah.
To be fair, you were crap.
I know, but it was
a very lucky goal. But it's still 1-0, yeah. But we did our stuff as well. We were like the Alamo.
It was an absolute.
It was on the plastic pitch.
I was on the plastic.
It was on the plastic.
It was like the Alamo, wasn't it? And then
Parts went down his stages, didn't he? Some of the dives, was like, his hands went down first. I was like, I'm not getting down on that.
When did you first realise, Tony, that this guy who you'd never really heard of from Scotland was a bit special?
Well, I think it was, when he first came, obviously it takes people, when you consider now, when Frank was a foreigner, Scotland was foreigners then, wasn't it? Like, not like as it is now. But when he came, the thing that endeared him to all of us was that, OK, he was a good player, very good player, and scored goals and done this and done that. But he worked his nuts off. He absolutely ran his cobblers off. He was shocking trainer, by the way. I used to join him. It was me and him at the back of every training session. He didn't like the running in that, but he would run his nuts off every Saturday, running in chat. It was an absolute nightmare for central defenders to mark. He was your nightmare. And we had the perfect complement with Tony.
Yeah.
We got more work rate out of Tony in the end, but Tony was a great finisher. And between them, it was a real partnership, Jeff. I mean, Frank's not tall. He was decent in the air. Tony's only small, but everything was to feet or in down the sides of central defenders, and we liked to play deep because we didn't have. And me and Alvin weren't the quickest, but we were confident of playing the ball out the back. That's why we played deep, and we had a great system to play with, and we had probably one of the world's best goalies behind us there, who's
biggest.
Had a bit of an alcoholic problem at the time. But
What a slur! Was that true?
Well, we used to when I first came from QPR, QPR used to have a little shot of whiskey before we went out. This was sort of 2:45 before we went out, and so I come to West Ham and saw Rob Jenkins, the physio, and I said, "Oh, we always do that," and he went, "I've got no whiskey," he says, "but I've got a bottle of." Now he used to get a bottle of brandy every week from the boardroom for medicinal purposes. That was just a load of cobblers because he used to drink it for himself. He used to take it home, so he used to get a brandy bottle every game. So I said, "Oh, that'll do. I'll just have a little shot of that." And so I did this for the first few games, and I can't remember if it was Jeff Pike but no, it was Bonzo. Bonzo came in.
Bonzo done it.
Bonzo came in, and he went, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm just having a look." He went, "Oh, that's a good idea. Let me have it." So I had a drop, and then Jeff Pike started doing it, so he had a little shot. And so I was doing it. I thought, "Oh, this ain't right." So that was 2:45. So 2:30, I thought, "Well, I'm going to." So I sneaked in and had another one, an earlier one. And then Bonzo came in and had one at 2:30. And I was having one at 2:15.
Yeah. And I was looking at all these like having a drink, and I'm thinking,
what's going on?
I've got to play in front of him. I'm shitting myself.
That explains why you played with so much freedom then, boys.
That's what it is.
Abandon,
we were going out to play one game with Stephen Walford, and he turned out to me and he went, "Come on, let's go." And I just went, "Yeah, man." And he went, "Oh my!" And he was a real panicker. Wally was a real panicker, and he went, "Oh God, he's pissed! He's pissed!" Oh God. I was only winding him up.
By the end of the year, fellas, I mean, you were talking, Tony, about that fantastic run you're putting together, and I think you're just 4 points off the top by the end of the year. The crowds have virtually doubled. Did you get the sense that there was a momentum building, that this was something special?
Yeah, and Spurs broke that run, actually. We lost to Spurs at White Hart Lane. Stevie P scored the goal, a header, like Stevie Perriman with a header. And we'd actually played better than Spurs on the day, but we got done 1-0. And then it was, oh, bloody hell, you know, we've got to get going again. And then we went on another one, and we went on another run, and we thought... But all the time we were on this run, Liverpool were matching it. And I think Liverpool's run at the end of the season was absolutely incredible. They must have won their last 7 games or something like that. And that was the difference.
They won 10 of the last 11. Through the other one.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff. No, but I mean, it was a terrific run from an excellent Liverpool side and an excellent Everton side that eventually beat us on the last day to finish second. But we fancied. Oh, and that's easy to say now. It's all hindsight and all that. But we should have won it, and that is my biggest regret in football. That we didn't win that league that season.
It's funny because the last game we were at West Brom, we had to beat West Brom, and
the one but last game,
Was it one but last?
Yeah,
the last. Well, it's the last game for me. The West Brom game was the last.
It was the last weekend, wasn't it?
It was the last weekend.
Everton game was midweek
on the last Saturday, and it was a strange one. If Liverpool drew, then it meant Everton could win the league. And if they got beat, it meant Everton could win the league on a Monday. If they drew, Everton couldn't win the league. It was something strange like that. And we get told we won 2-1, and
you were still in with a chance of winning the league.
We were still in with a chance. If all Chelsea had to do was draw with Liverpool. If they drew with Liverpool, then there's no way we'd have get beaten the Monday.
No.
So of course we won our game at West Brom, came off, and we heard the shout that Liverpool got beat. Was it Liverpool?
No, Liverpool. We heard it during the game.
Yeah, we heard it during the game, and it was frightening for all the boys because we were on such a high because your confidence is there, and we'd have beat Everton on Monday.
I think it was 4-2 we beat West Brom that day, and like we played some good stuff as well. Considering it was in a run-in and it was the heat was on. Well, I remember watching some of got the videos at home. Which I show my great-grandchildren. But, we played some great stuff on the day. And the crowd that we took to the Hawthorns that day, like, we must have took over the Hawthorns, the West Ham fans.
Yeah, it was incredible.
And at one stage, like, after about an hour, they're all jumping up and down on the terraces, and we're thinking,
we've done it.
God, we've done it. We're in front here, And I think West
Brom
got back in the game. And all of a sudden, it was like, we started shitting ourselves again. And we went up a gear, and we knocked them over 4-2, came off. Thought, God, what's happened like that? But
because you'd have been closest to the crowd, Phil. Were you hearing those rumours?
Yeah, I mean, somewhere there was a rumour that started that Chelsea had scored, and then towards the end of the game, all the fans were believing that Chelsea had actually beat Liverpool, where it was the other way around, and Dalglish had scored the goal. And I think John at half time said that, Chelsea are winning. So, I think he didn't know the truth, but he just did that to keep us on our toes and keep us going. Because I think if we'd have felt that Liverpool were going to win, because the thing, we were running on adrenaline in that time because we'd played so many games.
Yeah, we were out of it.
We had to catch up on. And we were playing Monday, we were playing Saturday, Tuesday. Certainly Saturday. One time we had Saturday,
Monday, Tuesday,
Monday.
Thursday, Saturday. We played.
Monday. We had a Monday and a Thursday, and then it was crazy times. We weren't training. We were basically going. You never trained anyway. It was really the last game was such an anticlimax that nobody wanted to go and play it. Because we just killed us, didn't it?
But you played in so many matches, but and I know you're saying you didn't train, but it wasn't stopping you in terms of results. I mean, there was an 8-1, wasn't there, against Newcastle?
Yeah.
And Alvin Martin got a hat trick.
Alvin got a hat trick. Myself and Tony were scoring every week, and I think we were about 5 up or something, and neither myself or Tony had scored. No. And of course we were getting stick for Alvin and all that, and it was all the boys, and I couldn't stop laughing. It was like Glenn Roder was at the back. He was useless, but it was one of them.
He scored an own goal.
He scored an own goal. Yeah, it was good. And they end up. Alvin scored 3 against 3 different keepers.
3 different. There's a trivial question.
He's a trivia.
One of them was little.
The last one was against Peter Beardsley, and it was a penalty.
Yeah.
So Alvin got the. He obviously strode up.
He got a bollocking on John when he went back in the dressing room because Ray Stewart, obviously the normal penalty taker. Yeah. And he's, why are you letting Alvin take it? You should have took it. You're the penalty taker.
He won 8-1 and he got a bollocking.
Yeah, still got bollocking that Ray should have took the penalty because if he'd have missed it.
See, the thing that comes out to me about this 86 team, if you like, Frank, is the overriding thing is the spirit. Not just, you've got some fantastic, skillful players, but the spirit seems to be an incredible bond between you. I mean, there must have been some quiet boys. Who